Hello everyone. We are in the new aircraft today. We're not going to be flying the Phoenix as usual. I might do another Phoenix stream at night if Rahul is online, but right now we are flying the PMDG 737. And now that I have a second monitor on my left, I can look at the sim brief plan and fill stuff in. Before I had to copy all the plans on my phone or do something to have the simulator and the plan together, but it was weird. Now I have a second monitor. I can peacefully fly the 737. Now we are not starting from a cold and dark state today, as you can see here. We are already in a sort of a prepped up state. It's not completely prepped up. Like, you know what? Let me turn off the traffic because it's a lot of frame drop happening because of that. Anyways, so we're not totally prepped up, but we are reasonably well prepped. So let's get started with prepping our aircraft here. And this is me flying the 737 after a long time. We'll have to see how this goes, especially the landing. I think preps and stuff, I'll be fine with that. So let's go from the left. Don't need to turn the fuel pumps on right now. All of this is fine. This is fine as well. Wiper switches are off. Belt signs can go to auto. Emergency exit lights can go to arm position. All of this is good as well. You can turn on the window heat, and engine anti-ice and all that will be fine. Turn on the electrical. Oh yeah, let's review our cruising altitude. So our cruising altitude today is 30,000 feet. So I'm going to enter 30,000 here. Nobody on chat right now, but I do have chat open on my left screen as well. So if anyone shows up, I will see. Okay, so this is all good, I think. And now we can go ahead and prep our FMC. Oh, and yeah, one more thing. The ADIRUS or IRS system is up here. This one. To go and change those to nav. Now I have it set up, I think, so that it instantly does the alignment. But we'll see. So FS actions, fuel. We are going to be carrying, if I'm not wrong, we are going to be about 11,867. Okay, so 11,887 pounds of fuel. That is good. Our zero fuel weight today is yeah, 115.5. We're going kind of heavy. The fuel weight is 115.5. Goes here, and it will automatically populate our passengers. We don't need to match the passenger number. I'm directly matching the zero fuel weight here, so that we are good on the weight side. We don't need to match the passengers. It'll automatically. Anyways, it is asking for the position, which is KMIA, and I don't know which gate we are at. We'll basically just copy this one, set the IRS position, have here. In terms of weather, I want to check real quick what our weather looks like here in Miami today. We have our altimeter setting is 2999. Let's do that first of all. 2999 and 2999 here as well. Oh, it's already set, linked. Okay, and we have about 10, so pretty much full visibility, 1409 knots, and okay, that is good. Close this out. Let's go to route, and our company route should be ready to go. So I'll just enter KMIA, and we are going to KMO, which is Orlando. We go. Our runway is going to be, need to remember the to actually click on that screen, the second screen. Otherwise it doesn't like you'll see the scrolling here as well while I'm scrolling through my PDF. It's 08 left on the runway. Let's enter that 08 left. It'll be a lot of fun. New aircraft. I've flown this a lot before, but it will feel completely different, so that's what I'm excited about. Okay, let's go ahead and activate this route and then we'll choose our departures and arrival and then go to the perf so that it knows exactly what the plan is. So our departure is going to be Flamingo 1 departure and the transition will be VAPOM. So let's see, Flamingo 1 and WAPOM. There we go. Execute that, and our arrival is going to be 17 left. So let's do ILS 17 left, and our star will be rides 2. So rides 2, there we go, 17B, and the waypoint before that is VAPOM. Do we have that here? We do. There we go, and execute. So we have our full flight plan kind of loaded in now. There is no discontinuity or anything, so I think we are good. Now we can go to, where it go? Init ref. Dex. We are done with position. We can go to performance and I'll do the perf init request. Right. It should take a little bit to get everything populated. Perf init uplink is ready. We can load it in and execute it. Let's give it a quick check. Our cost index is actually 33. So let's go ahead and enter 33 here. Execute. Our outside air temperature, where does it show on here? It's 29, right? Oh, it's cruise. Outside air temperature, cruise winds, so we can put in average winds here, which is 252 at 21 knots. Let's do that. 252 at 21, that'll be our average wind. It's basically cruise wind. We do not need to put in the planned fuel here. Reserves, all of this should be fine. In res, does it say here plan? Yeah, I think we are good on that. What else here? I'm trying to remember because this is cruising altitude. Yes, cruising altitude is 300. Why does it say? So let's enter that 300. Yeah, cruising altitude. N1 limit. We are not derating our. Just enable cruising altitude, huh? Okay. We might have to fly 260 then, just so that we are able to reach. For some reason, SimBrief has given us 300 for such a short trip. It actually makes sense. You do not need to go to 300 for such a short trip. But let's see. If we are able, we'll do it. If not, we'll just fly 260 because our max is 264. That's fine. Alright. Now, N1 limit. We are not derating our takeoff today, and takeoff flap setting is going to be 5. It should be populated by itself, and then our V speeds are going to be 122, 125, 133. What I can do is flight directors and change this to, I think they set it to 200 directly, if I'm not wrong, because by that time you would already have switched to your vertical navigation, which will control your speed and everything. Lateral and vertical navigation will control your speed. Anyways, init ref. Was there another page for, yeah, perf init? And this is good. You don't need to do anything here. N1 limit, takeoff. There's another page for this, which is asking us for runway winds. I think our runway winds were, let's see, 140 knots. 140 at 9 knots. There we go. Takeoff speed deleted, which makes sense. It'll just we'll just need to reload it again. Let's go back. 119, 125, 133. Changed it a little bit. Our V1 was 122. Now it's 119 because it knows that there is a headwind some component of headwind coming in. So that looks good. Okay. We should be good on the FMC side unless I'm forgetting something. On the altitude, let's put in 260 here. I really appreciate the whole Phoenix SimBrief integration now that I'm flying the PMDG 737, because yeah, you have to keep the plan on the side and stuff. So it really helps having the whole SimBrief integration done. Anyways, anti-collision lights can come on, and let's set 260 here as well, because we had assumed that we'll be flying at 300 first. Okay. On the TCAS side, we'll change it to TARA when we taxi out. For now, I think we can go ahead and start our APU. I'm going to just turn on all the fuel pumps. Let's turn the weather thing off, and let me start the APU here. There we go. You'll see the EGT rising. EGT will rise, and then once we have the APU available, which means you'll see a blue light here, then you can switch the power to APU. From the pack side, I think we are good. We'll turn on the APU bleed once the APU is on, and then rest of the things we'll deal with the pitot heat, probe heat after starting the engine. Same with the same with the yaw dampers as well, because all of that you need before you take off basically. And we can also turn off the ground power once the APU is available. Let's go outside and check how the APU sounds are done. And they should be pretty good. I don't hear much. I don't hear it as loud as we had on Phoenix. Okay, so see, there you go. We have the blue light. We can switch the power to APU now. And we can also turn on the APU bleed, which means we will have the air to start the engine from the APU. I think at this point we should be good enough. We should be in a good position to start pushing back. So let's do that. So go to menu, FS actions, push back, and let's see. Going to do straight out push back. And let me turn off the parking brakes. We should have verified that the parking brakes are on, but that's fine. They're already.
Go ahead. We've been cleared for pushback and start straight back.
Mm-hmm.
Roger that. Ready for push straight back. Brakes off.
Please say brakes on or brakes.
Brakes released.
It doesn't use the normal
Here we go.
tug, so that. Anyways, let's start engine number 2 first. You'll see the N2 goes to about 20, and that's when we'll feed it fuel. So I think we can feed in fuel. Actually, you can feed in fuel after 20. I haven't seen any problems with engine start. Once N2 hits 20. By the way, whoever is in chat or whoever is watching, hope you had a great Thanksgiving and also having a great weekend. We'll have one day to go before we can all get back to our normal lives. I think that should do it. Yeah. Let's set it.
Brake set.
That's the thing with the update. Now you have to press the brakes to enable parking brake now, which is a good detail.
Steering pin is pulled. Watch for the salute and release from guidance on your right. Have a good flight.
Okay. Engine 1 is good, I think. Yes, it is. We can start engine number 2 now, watching for the N2 to go above 20, and then we'll feed fuel. Go. Getting it fuel. Let's watch it from the outside. Looks so good. PMDG has done a great job with textures. I have to give it to them. Even the cockpit textures are amazing. Love them. We can switch back to the legs page here, and we can set the runway heading on this, which is what is it, 08? So that looks like runway heading 090. Okay. Engine 1, good start on engine 1 as well. We'll switch the engine start switches to continuous because that's how it should be. Make sure ground power is off actually. Okay. We are switching the power to engine now. We can turn off the APU bleed. Isolation valves can go to auto, and packs can also go to auto. Meanwhile, we can turn on the probe heat, turn on the yaw dampers, and everything looks good on here. Okay. Let's turn on the taxi lights and the runway turn off lights and turn off the APU because we are ready to go. The next thing to do is change this to TARA, do a quick test on that. We should see some lights coming up. What else? I think that is it. And as soon as we have the autopilot enabled, we will go ahead and start prepping for our arrival because it's a very, very short flight. You can turn on auto throttle as well, and the toga switch is an invisible switch here, so we'll hit that once we reach the runway. Okay, in terms of flap setting, we are going 5, so let's set the flaps as well while we are here. Be 5. Whoever's watching, what are you guys' plan for this Saturday and Sunday? I'm going to play some Assassin's Creed after this flight, and then again maybe stream another flight again. I was actually playing Warzone with my brother. Quite fun. It is a frustrating game, but if you have some company, it is quite fun. Okay, flaps are set to 5. Everything looks good. I will disengage the parking brakes. There we go. And let's get out of here. Our runway is on our right here. I'll zoom in so that we the runway properly, and let's start taxiing. I actually like landing on the 737 a lot more because you feel a lot more in control. So I love landing the 737 compared to Airbus, which does funny stuff during landing. 737 you have full control over the aircraft, so a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm excited for this landing. I think it should go pretty well. We have landed this plane a lot of times. The only thing that I'm worried about is because I haven't flown this for a long time now, and I'm used to what Airbus does, kind of, but we'll see how it goes. Wow, this feels so good again, huh? Back to the good old 737. Take November 2. Get out of here. quite clean today at in Miami. Couple of days back it was rainy, cloudy, overcast, whatever you call it. Really bad. I did fly a short one. I think it was from Jacksonville to Miami, and it was a really fun flight. Lot of rain, low visibility, could barely see the runway. Yeah, let's taxi like southwest. By the way, we are on. Let me check if we are actually on 200 LOD. We could have gone 200 LOD today because it's PMDG. Very good on frames. Let's do that actually. Let's go 200 LOD today. Be pretty good. Fly. 200 LOD. Still kind of choppy. What should I do? 150. Kind of choppy. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to go with 100. I think it's because it's Miami. A lot of water. That's okay. Boston does pretty well. Then there's not as much photogrammetry as it is, as there is in Miami. So we need to go 08 left. We'll have to cross 08 right and then go to 08 left. I'm really excited today. Fly this. If this goes well, I'll probably stick to the 737 for quite a few flights and then go back to Phoenix again. I want to actually try out the fly-by-wire A320. Again, that's one of those airplanes that I've flown quite a bit. But I haven't been connected with all the updates that have happened on that one, and I'm sure fly-by-wire team is doing a great job at keeping it updated. Because Phoenix is out, but there's still a different fan base for that fly-by-wire A320. It's a Neo version, right? I want to get back to that and see how it feels again. Okay, that's 8 right, so we'll just cross it from here. Then left, 8 left. Assuming there's no one coming in. Them looks so good. When you get like 70-80 FPS on, and it'll only get better now. You don't have to buy if you're already getting 70-80 FPS. I don't think you'll have to buy upgrade the PC to get better performance now, because all of that work the Asobo team is already doing. The performance will only get better from here on. Let's see how it goes. So while landing, I usually aim for the center line to be in between this fire warning well cutout switch and this knob of the Viper. It gives me a good idea of where to keep the center line. That's where your wheel would be. So yeah, okay. Let's see. Everything should be good. Apart from, I think, flight controls check. We haven't done that, so let's do that real quick. Ailerons, elevator full, and rudder. I have decreased the sensitivity on those, so it makes that it's not. 9 landing lights we can on, and yeah, we are good to go. Packs are good, set to auto. Something that I always used to forget in the 737, that you have to manually kind of set the packs. Okay, let's set it to toga thrust. Get out of here. Zoom out a little bit, that we have some.
Your speed alive.
It is alive, yes.
80 knots.
Check.
V1. Rotate.
8.
V2.
Picking up. Go.
Positive rate of
A little
climb.
bit of crosswind. Nothing major. Gear up. Let's try to fly this manually, just a little bit. You know, it's fun to feel the aircraft out. Just following the flight directors here. You can go flaps 2. Probably fly the whole turn manually and then put it on autopilot. Does trim the aircraft for you. I did forget to actually set the trim. It should have been set to 5.34. Maybe that's why I did the late takeoff, you know. Yeah, I did forget to set the trims. Okay, flaps can go to 1 now. Pushing the nose down. And flaps can complete. Still feeling it manually. Love flying 737 manually, actually more than the A320. Like I've always said, you know, I just feel out of control on the A320. Let's turn on LNAV and VNAV. Asking us to turn. Makes sense. C114B FE says PMDG 737s are the best in my opinion, my go-to in MSFS. Yeah, totally, I would agree. I used to always fly the 737. I just love the way the cockpit is done, and you know, I mean, Phoenix came out with this statement that hey, we need to improve on our cockpit textures, and they are going to completely revamp that cockpit textures. But PMDG is already good at it. Like if I zoom in, look at that. What's the warning about? Oh, it's the off schedule descent, doesn't matter. Let's lock the gears to off. Let's do everything that we need to do to clean it up. I think we are good. 10,000, we'll turn the lights off. But yes, look at, if you zoom in, if you zoom into Phoenix, you will see that these kind of text and stuff, it is blurred out. But on PMDG, everything is crisp. There is literally no tearing or whatever, you know. No matter how much you zoom, look at that. No matter how much you zoom, the text and everything is super clear. And I love that. The way screens are done, you have these fingerprint marks and stuff on it. And yeah, I mean, overall in terms of texture work and everything, PMDG has done a beautiful job. Obviously systems, you don't even need to talk about it on PMDG. The only thing that I kind of don't like about this is the whole SimBrief integration, you know. There can be a lot better SimBrief integration. It's weird that they didn't oh my bad, enter. What I wanted to actually do is get the restrictions. Does that come through data, or I completely forgot what it was? The FPV? What is it? No, that just shows you altitude in meters. Does anyone know how to turn on restrictions on my ND? It says what time I'll reach that waypoint, but what I actually want is the restriction, as in what altitude restriction and stuff, you know. This is traffic. That's not it. Data button. Okay. Let's see. I have forgotten. So data only shows the time. Looks like so. It's basically it's hiding the time. Below EFS range, yes. So that is only hiding and showing the time to me, not actually showing the restriction, altitude restriction. There's a CSTR, is it? Let me see. This is definitely not it, because this is just helpful for landing, I guess. I know for sure that you can do that. I just don't remember it right now. Position will just give you your terrain. We don't need that. You'll see alt restrictions during departure. Citizen stars. Phase. Oh, okay. C114B FE. Thanks a lot, man. I thought you, even when you are in the air, you should be able to see. Like, for example, maybe, you know what? Maybe it's because it's not a true restriction. It's probably just got it. Okay, and I'll keep it on for at least for our star and for landing. You have a 5,000 feet restriction up until, let's see. I want to see where we are reaching top of cruise. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to ignore this restriction and get to the top of cruise. So what we can do for that is, let's just go direct VRAM. That's what we're gonna do. Execute. That's flight level 260 at VRAM, so that it will start climbing for us. We'll assume that the ATC has cleared us directly to WAPOM. Okay, so now we have some enough cruise. I was a little skeptical about having very less cruise time. By the way, we didn't even check. Yeah. Let's go to these outside camera views and let's check wing views. Really looks really good. Look at that texturing, those rivets and stuff. Beautiful. Looks beautiful. Grunge on the windows and not much going on with the weather today. I really can't wait to have the weather radar on. Okay, are we up 10,000? Yes, we are. On these off. And we can also go to off on start switches. Seatbelt signs can already at auto, so we're good. Yeah, everything else looks good. Let's start kind of thinking about our landing here, because it is a short flight and time will pass really soon. Next, okay, so we are basically going to PT man and then we'll be vectored into the ILS 17 left, which is great. Let's pull up our charts here, and I don't have the EFB, so I'll basically have to go and pull up the charts through Navigraph app. I hope it's logged in. It is. Okay. Flights. Can I pull in from SimBrief? Yes. There we go. Nice. There we go. We already have the flight pulled in from SimBrief. See, that's what I'm talking about when I say good integration. Display on map. Let's pull up these charts here. Approach, and we are going to do 17 left. ILS. Is the right one? SA cat 1. Let's see. We're not doing. We'll be doing ILS localized runway 7. Okay. What is our waypoint here? So Cedo is where we are turning in, right? There you go. Cedo is where we are turning in. Okay. So at Cedo, we need to be at 2500 feet. Okay. So what we can do is, C114B. If you're still watching, by the way, you can tell me your name if you want to, so that I don't have to call you C114B. But you were right, yeah. The restrictions and everything are showing up on the star. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it just wasn't a true SID restriction. That's why it wasn't showing up. But thanks for that. Yeah. So yeah, 25,000 feet. We'll reach 5,000 here. Looks like Pitman is 5,000. Okay. We need to descend 2,500 in this turn into Cedo. We'll go a little bit further and then come in at 45-degree angle to Cedo. Sounds good. Our frequency is 110.95. So let's tune that in here. 110.95. Go. And I'll tune that one in as well. 110.95. Right. And our course is 185. Let's do that. Takes a while to scroll these. The worst part is scrolling through the minimums, the radio minimums here. The 185. I've still not figured out how to scroll fast. I think it's shift. Yeah, there you go. Shift. Much faster, much better. Okay. 185. There we go. And okay, we are above 18,000. So we switch to standard on our QNH. And what was I doing here? Yeah, tuning the minimums to that. Our minimums today are going to be. We will be doing the Cat 1. So our radio minimums will be 200 feet. Let's switch it to radio and then hit shift. $187, $196, $199, $200. There we go. The radio minimums are 200. We are kind of already set up for the approach. And there wouldn't be anything wrong if we could just enter BANYA in our flight plan. But the thing is, why I'm not doing that, I just want to manually descend. Why I'm not doing that is it says mandatory 7,000. I do not. I'm already at 5,000 at Pitman, so I don't want to be climbing to BANYA and then kind of descend back to 2,000. Because this might be way further away into like parallel somewhere here. We don't want to do that. So yeah, and regarding the missed approach procedure, looks like climb to 500 feet, then climb left turn to 3,000. So 3,000 will be our missed approach altitude. Heading 100, outbound ORL VOR, radial 140. Okay, there it shows the path here, which it has also planned, kind of. Okay, I'm gonna turn off data so that we have better visibility of what's going on, and then we'll be holding at Presk. Sounds good. Beautiful. Pretty well set up. Let's change to our map view and see. We're already at almost cruising altitude. Nice. You guys enjoy some wing views here. I'll keep the charts on just for now. Those clouds look amazing. Again, nothing much going on the weather, but that's what I wanted to start with. Start on the 737 with a nice calm flight, and then, you know, start getting into crosswinds, maybe New Zealand, land somewhere. We'll probably do Auckland to Wellington with the 737 as well. Try to land in crosswinds and stuff. Right now I just wanted to get a hang of the plane. Oh look, there's some weather going on in front of us. Let's pull up the what is the page called? Perf page? Is it? Yeah, there we go. Not this one. Program, yeah, that's where it shows how far you are from TD. See, I'm so used to Airbus that you get confused now when you switch the airplanes. Want to get to a point where I can fly 737 once for one flight and then Airbus flawlessly on the other one, and the landing still doesn't get messed up. Because I get too used to one plane, keep flying it, and then now I'm not used to this one, the way it feels and stuff. But it felt pretty good when I was manual flying out of Miami. So we'll be fine. Can we pull up the meta report for see, that's the pain. Now that you don't have EFB, you have to like look through the airports here and try to figure out, is there a way to get meta report for my destination from the FMC? I don't think so, right? There's no AOC system on 737. Even on the Phoenix, I just look at my EFB actually and get all the weather information. I can request for weather through the FMC, but I don't do that usually. Let's explore while we are here. Let's mess around with the FMC. Get used to this thing again. In FS actions, you have auto cruise and all that. Source, payload, fuel, nothing much here. PMDG setup. Okay, this is all just options. Performance. Okay. These are all airline specific options. This is a really useful page. Tells you your current winds, how much time, at what time you'll hit TD and what distance. Only 23 miles remaining. Nice. By the way, what was our final altitude? I think it was 2500 if I'm not wrong. Upperman 5000. Okay, 5000, and then we'll descend to 250. T114B says no digital ATIS in this PMDG version. Yep, thought so. Yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take them to get the EFB done now. Been waiting for quite a while on that, right? But I haven't read the latest update from them. I think Randazzo might have given an update that I might have missed. But is there any ETA on the EFB, or is it still kind of wishy-washy on the dates? I don't know, they never give the dates, but still. Love this particular view. Dash, like it looks like dash cam. Looks very real. T114B says they are beta testing EFB according to the forums, but no firm release. Okay. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm sure YouTube will be filled with everyone streaming PMDG 737 when the EFB update comes out, huh? Did you read the Phoenix update, by the way? It says that they are completely remodeling the whole thing. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Phoenix update. I don't know which website it was. Phoenix. That's threshold. I don't want to pull up threshold here. FS Elite. Yeah, let's do that. Simple Takeoffs is here. Hey, what's up, man? Says, hello, brother. Happy Saturday. I'm on the go, but dropped a like. Happy landing. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. What a nice guy. Reset MCP altitude. We are already at. Thanks a lot, man. You have a good Saturday and a good Sunday. Just love these guys, man. They are all such a wonderful, mature community we have in flight simming. Okay, we have already started descending. We are on the pink dot, so no problem. I'm going to put in 5,000 for now, and once we hit 5,000, I'll change it to 2500, and then we will take over from LNAV and VNAV, drive it into the ILS, and see how it goes. Okay, we were pulling up the Phoenix update. I cannot seem to find it. Log, I think that's where it would be. I'm not sure what that is, but anyways, Simple Takeoff says the 737 froze on me on short final last night after I got TCAS. Couldn't click. Oh man, that's crazy. That happened to me on Phoenix when I was trying to fly on VATSIM on my last stream, and then I had to just log out of VATSIM, try to like reload the sim, and like just I basically had to fly offline. Exact same thing happened to me on the Phoenix. So I'm not sure if it's the 737 or it's something to do with VPilot. I don't know. But you say that you couldn't click or do anything. I was able to click stuff. I was just not able to pan around. My joystick controls weren't working, so I wasn't able to drive, like taxi the airplane, nothing at all. So I just had to, like, I kept going. I was taxiing at 10 knots and I just kept going. So I had to just log out of VATSIM so that I don't run into someone. It was funny. Frustrating. Okay, still on the pink dot. 21,000. Will it ever show us the 80s for our Takeoff says yes. Shenanigans. The flight controls worked, so I just landed it, but PFD and everything was. Oh my god. I hope that doesn't happen. Nice. So you basically landed it blind into the runway, huh? I did see one of your landings, but I saw the one where you had the autopilot issue, like the second co-pilot IRS wasn't aligning, and you had to go back into River Visual 19, I think. That's the landing I was watching when I was in class. That was good. I think you did some 400 FPM or something. I mean, with all those problems. Simple Takeoff says yes. That was yesterday's. Syracuse. Okay, the day before. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. Man, so you've had problems with this thing, huh? Let's see how it goes. We are at 18,000. No clue what our freaking QNH is supposed to be. But this thing just won't show me. It won't show me KMCO. Is there any other way to get? Oh, there is. Hold on. There is another way. Why not, huh? Pull up Volanta. There is another way to get it. Destiny. Okay, so the QNH for Orlando is E002. Nice. Almost forgot how I did it when I used to fly the 3002. Let's tune that in. E002 on the second one as well, and we have it linked here, so we are all good. Okay. Look at that cloud cover. Oh, didn't even realize while we were busy with doing all that. Look at that. Looks so good. Simple Takeoff says waiting on some Chinese takeout. What do you order? Man, I never. So have you ever had Indian Chinese food? It is nothing like true Chinese, but you will forget actual Chinese food if you have Indian Chinese food. Oh yeah, Hakka. Yep. You know about it then. You know about it. Yeah, that shit. I'm going back to. Takeoff says I am in Canada, so we got all sorts of culture. Oh yeah, Canada is full of. You have a lot of Indians there, don't you? So you might be having a lot of Indian restaurants around. Indian food is amazing. I'm going back to India, by the way, in January. I'll get to eat all I can. I have to control though. I'm on a nice steady cut right now, coming in from 230 pounds to 197 right now. I want to keep it going, getting leaner, bigger, stronger than ever before. Trying to get a green screen so that I can show you guys my huge arms. Simple Takeoff is asking, nice, where in India? I'm landing in Mumbai, but I'm actually going to my hometown, which is Gujarat. Home state, which is Gujarat. Okay, 10,000. Turning the start switches to continuous, and what else? Zoom in here a little bit so that you get a better view of what we are flying. Takeoff says my buddies from Hyderabad. Hyderabad is where I flew Cessna 172 for the first time. So much fun. And the first time I tried to land the Cessna 172, there was a dog on the runway. Right on final approach. My instructor is like, hey, there's something, but I don't know what it is. Like when we were on the base leg. Then when we come in on the finals, we see a dog there. Fun. Yeah, you should definitely try a discovery flight. I've done it multiple times. and they always allow me to fly because they're like, when you take off, they kind of realize that, hey, you good enough, you know how to you know your stuff. So then they'll be like, okay, you know what, go ahead and fly. So I've even landed the 172, but obviously the instructor was there. Yeah, sim helps a lot, definitely. And when you've flown like multiple sims, explain, P3D, FSX, and then this one, your brain kind of processes the whole thing and it combines all of that knowledge, and it somehow, I don't know, it just, I mean, I've never flown, I before I flew in real life, I had never flown on never flown with a yoke, right? But surprisingly it felt very organic. Like I didn't have to try too hard. It was just fine. Yeah, we've entered our final speeds, so we are not. I need to look outside more. Even on landing, I just keep looking on my freaking displays. Kind of geeky that way. Can we go flaps 1? Not yet, right? Simple Takeoff says, me and you have technical backgrounds too, so the mental aspect of it is good. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. What degree do you have, man? I've never asked you that, but if you don't mind, I have a bachelor's in aeronautical, and then you probably heard civil engineering. Nice. I know a lot of civil engineers from my bachelor's college. Civil guys used to be the first ones who got a job, and they get paid a lot too. So that's how they were known in our college, at least. But this is back in India, not here. Here I'm not sure. I've never met another civil engineer in America. Yeah, mine has been aeronautical and masters in mechanical. Currently doing masters in business administration. I don't like it, but we are doing it. It is really helpful to have a second monitor on here, man. It's super helpful. Even if I'm flying offline or off stream, it just helps so much. I can do whatever I want on that second monitor. Blakeoff says, nice, it's clear from your tutorials you have a solid there. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. I'll get back to doing videos as well. Just haven't been feeling. It's the whole risk reward thing, man. I don't know. Like, I'd spent so much time doing that PA28 Aero 3 series, and then some random like msfs settings video of mine gets like 50k views, and I'm wondering what. Like, I spent barely 20 minutes on that video, and that one gets 50k views, and I spent so much time making that whole series, and it's all, I mean, I'm not complaining, but you know what I mean, right? I want to get back to doing videos. I will. Blakeoff said, it was from you I learned the center tanks need. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, it's the whole cantilever stress, right? You might have had that in your thing too. Okay, let's start descending to 2500. I'm gonna follow this heading for now. Oh, fuck me. No. I hadn't reset my this thing. Okay, and let's do 3,000 feet per minute. Takeoff says happy landing. Thanks a lot. Let's see how it goes. First landing on the 737 after ages. Okay, flaps 5. Going a little further so that we have more time to set up. Don't want to mess up. T114B says MSFS graphics settings video was the best I ever found. Made a huge difference. Yes, yeah. There's so many comments on there. That's and it's overwhelmingly humbling. Like so many subscribers from that video. It's just crazy. Thanks a lot to all you guys. When someone makes content, it's for someone, right? If it helps someone, then it's amazing. Okay, I think we can go back. So I'm going to go and try to hit the, let's enable our localizer as well while we are here. And that should be a good angle to hit it at. POR LOC. Won't enable right now, I think. We are going 2 on auto brakes, and everything else is fine. Almost feel like turning on the dome lights, but let's see. I don't remember what flap setting you can go up to before like getting the gear on. I believe you can go to 15, right? I think we can go to 15. Wow, look at that. Look at that view. Perfect time for landing as well. Nice low light. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the dome lights on. If I can find it, that is. Let's see. Where the hell are the dome lights? Holy shit. I've really forgotten how to fly this plane. Fuck it. Never mind. Never mind. Localizer.
2500.
Why won't the fucking localizer come in, huh? Okay, now it did. Glad it did. How many miles do we have left, by the way? Yeah, it's still quite far. Still quite far. We'll stay at 2500 until Cedo. Very well prepped, but in the clouds right now. Can't see much. Almost want to check if we can go to 15, but we are kind of leveled off. So I don't want to add more flaps even when we are leveled off. Because when you add flaps, that's what it helps you do. It lets you keep lower angle so that you can see better outside. If I take out all the flaps right now, it will have to go up to like 15 degrees to maintain the speed. As you go lower on speed, you have to add flaps so that you can maintain that straight angle. By the way, did you guys know that all the wings on the aircraft, they have a fixed incident angle. It's called incident angle. It's not flat. It's angled at like 2 degrees or something. Or if you read it somewhere, that's what it is. Incident angle. Your fixed angle that your my god, this thing is. I need to disable the eye adaptation. Fuck. Can't read a thing. Can we find the dome lights or not? I don't want to mess with something here while we are trying to land. Yes, we cannot. Nice table on the approach. At least let's background right. Much better, much better. I'm excited for this one. Do you have any crosswind? Oh, not much. Close this out now, don't need it anymore. Let's go flaps 15. I think it's going to cry for landing gears. Not sure if you see. Now we are at 170 and it has to bang. Watch this, okay? It might give a warning, but let's see. Okay, so we are at 15 now. You see how it will go from 5 degrees to something lower. Good. If it tries to maintain the same speed, that is. There you go. See that? It had to come down a few degrees so that it can kind of counter the lift that flap addition just gave it. Really interesting. We used to do these wind tunnel test and simulations and stuff. All this thing. Getting really good performance here. And nice view as well. Holy shit, that looks amazing. Still not on the glide slope. About to hit Cedo. Let's zoom into this thing. Look at that view. Wow. I think we cannot go any more on the flaps until we can. Rahul says looking forward to a smooth landing. I don't know about that, man. You back in the 7th. Yep. I don't know about the smooth landing, but can wait for whatever landing we do. What do we need? I think we can go gear down, right? Almost at Cedo, so that's 7 miles. On the glide slope, let's go gear down. Once we have 3 greens, we'll start pulling flaps. I think we had 30 was our 30 was our final flap setting, so we'll go for 30. My plan is to take it. Rahul says I might do a stream after you land. Sure, man, I'll probably watch. We can fly again at night if you're down. And I'm gonna go to our ref speed now. I actually go exactly on the ref, so that. And let's arm our speed brakes. Am I missing anything? Hope not. And we can go full flaps now, as in flaps 30. Pretty good on the glide slope still. It is coming down to. Planning to take it over at about 1000 feet. $1,200. Sim looks amazing right now. 11. Let's just take it out. Stop screaming at me. Alright. Our controls.
1,000.
Dog on the runway, yeah. Let's see. That was a sight, man. That was a sight. little gusty. On path, nothing. 737 just bounces around so much. I don't know, it doesn't happen on Phoenix. Look at that, you know. We are good, we're still good. Feeling good. Keeping it on the path. Still good, minimums continue. Kind of off path right now, but can't do much. Just countering that with the throttle.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay, reversers, full green. No dogs on the runway today. $80 knots. Keep it going until 60 knots. Reversers out and manual braking now. Exit. And totally come out. Was it, Rahul is asking, was it stuttering on approach? No, it wasn't. No stutters at all. Was it stuttering on stream? It was quite smooth for me. I didn't even feel a micro stutter on the approach. Yeah, that was decent, I believe. Let's not bore you guys with taxiing back to the gate. Let's go straight to Volanta and let's pull up the landing rate. I mean, well, much better. Where were we flying? There you go. The first thing I usually look at, where did I touch down? Exactly on the 1000 footers. Beautiful. Minus 211 FPM. Man, I'll take it. First flight on the PMDG 737, exactly on the 1000 footers and minus 200 FPM. I will not complain about this at all. Beautiful flight. Nice weather as well. Look at that. Let's admire the sim a little bit. Rahul says yes, big time stutters and pauses for 1 second plus. Man, that was okay. No, I did not feel any stutter, so it's probably, yeah, just the stream. I think this is the second time you've told me that it has stuttered on landing, right? But last time it actually stuttered in sim as well. This time it was on stream. But regardless, nice calm flight and a good landing. We are back with the good old 737. Feeling better than ever. And this is going to be our parking spot today. Right in the middle of the taxiway. Okay, I think. Okay, C14B says Navigraph in-game chart shortcut after opening in charts using icon left control and toggles the chart. Okay, try that. It helps instead of fumbling around with the mouse. Nice. Never knew that. After opening the charts, icon, control N toggles the charts open. Okay. Oh, nice. I never knew that. Thanks, man. You solved one of my nagging problems. I usually always wonder that, hey, you know, I have already loaded the freaking chart. Now I have to close it just to get a screenshot, or you know, look at something good, that so that it doesn't have this thing on the screen, and then I just mess up. You have to open the chart again. Beautiful. Thanks a lot. Love it. All right. I think I'm gonna log off. We'll probably stream again tonight about, let's say, 8 or 9 EST or whenever, you know, and do a couple of more flights with the 737. Feeling really good, feeling confident. And yeah, let's do some crosswind, some bad weather landings, and mix it up a little bit, you know. Right, thanks C14B, thanks a lot for keeping the chat active. Thanks to Simple Takeoffs, Rahul, everyone who joined the chat. I will see you guys on the next stream. Rahul, if you are streaming, I'll see you on your stream. Thanks a lot again. See you guys.